I'm Stephanie,
I'm Meredith.
and welcome to This Is My Circus.
Hey, Steph.
Hi.
Hey,
How,
girl.
how are you?
I'm good. It's a pretty day.
It is, but it's supposed to be like super nasty tomorrow.
Yeah,
So we are recording on, what's today? Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And this will go out on Thursday.
Yes.
So Wednesday.
Hopefully, hopefully by Thursday, the nasty weather will be in the past and everybody's gonna have a great day.
Dylan, he only goes to school 2 days a week,
Yeah.
Mondays and Wednesdays. He got up for
Okay.
work and he said, we might not have school tomorrow. And I said, why? And he said, because of the rain. And I'm like, you're out of school for rain?
That's a new one.
And he's like, well, it's supposed to be really bad storms. And so I look up the weather. I'm like, well, it's only 20-mile-an-hour winds. It's not like it's
Yeah,
like super bananas.
it is 80% chance of rain.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow at, I don't know, 9 o'clock or whatever, it was like 100% chance.
Yeah, you're right. I see that now. What app do you use to check the weather?
I have a smart alecky app.
Do you have WTF? What the forecast or something like
It's
that?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, that's funny.
Yeah.
I use that one. I also use several apps for the weather, and then I just pick whichever one I like the forecast the best.
So today's, because I have it on the sweary
Mm-hmm.
side of it, it says cloudy effing bull poop, but it's the real words.
That's a funny, especially in the summer when it's so freaking hot. That one's hilarious
Yeah.
to listen to. Yeah, I have like 3 weather apps, and I just bounce around.
But I do have a regular weather app that you can do the hour by hour or whatever.
That's not fun.
No, it does not give me like my sweary.
Sarcasm that you enjoy so much.
Yes.
Mhm.
I need a little bit of fun in my life.
Of course,
I
of
get it from my
course.
weather app.
We are so
Old.
old and boring.
Well, speaking of old, Dylan went through all of his clothes and stuff, and he
Mhm.
was going to get rid of his Biggie shirt. So I took it.
I was gonna compliment you on it. I feel like I always tell you how cute you look, and I'm like, she's gonna think I'm really obsessed with her,
No.
and I am obsessed
Oh,
with you.
thank
But
you. Yeah.
but it's cute the way you have it. Like you have a little it tied.
Yeah, so I went to Pinterest.
Yeah, of course.
Because Dylan, I mean, his clothes are
Yeah.
huge on me. If you cut the strip up the back
Mm-hmm.
and then you can tie it, so it's not.
That's what you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've seen them too where you take like a rubber band
Yeah.
and you do that
No,
too.
you just like cut like a slice up the middle.
And then you can use those 2 pieces
To
to make a
tie
little
it.
knot. Well, adorable. I love it.
And then
How
cut-
is he gonna get rid of that?
doesn't fit him anymore. And
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
makes
well,
sense.
what am I gonna do with it? Like, I'm like busting out of it, Mom.
Yeah.
Because I was like, that's Biggie.
Right.
It's like sacrilegious.
You can't do that. And you've
I
made
cut-
it a
yeah.
little feminine there.
I cut the collar off and I cut the sleeves so they weren't like down to like
Yeah.
past my elbows.
It looks adorable.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, Jackson's shirts, we had to just recently convince him that he's not a large anymore.
Yes.
That took a lot of convincing.
Yeah. Well, Dylan had all these like tons and tons.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't put anything away.
Of course not.
And I'm just like rewashing these clothes and I'm like, there has not been enough time
Mm-hmm.
in between washing clothes
Mm-hmm.
for all these clothes to be worn.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't we go through your clothes and just keep the ones that you're actually wearing?
Right. Right. Because Jay will do the same thing, wears the same thing over and over again, but then he's got a closet full of clothes. And I'm like, if you don't like these or you're not going to wear them, you need to tell me.
Yeah.
Because I go up there and I think he's got a closet full of clothes.
We're good.
But no. But I am proud of Jay because he's now not only wearing black, he has started wearing some off-white shirts. What is it with the all black? Does Dylan wear all black?
He used to. He went through that phase.
Oh my
But
gosh.
then he went through like a super bright color phase.
Uh-huh.
And I think it really goes with the seasons too, because like
Yeah.
in the winter, fall, it
Yeah.
goes like darker.
Well, that makes sense, but I feel like it's been like for years that Jackson's worn that.
No, Dylan definitely goes through phases of
What
like
does he? And I'm so envious of Jackson because his skin tone and his eyes are so blue, his skin is so pretty. Like he can do colors I can't do. And he's like, I just want to wear black. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, you care about like what looks I don't I just buy it.
Yeah, I do
Hope
care
for the
about it.
best.
I do care. I don't know why. Nah, you just wing it.
I'm like, oh, that's cute. Well, hopefully this works because I don't like trying on clothes at the store.
Oh, I don't either.
And
I'm the
I
queen
just
of
hope for the
returns.
best.
Yeah. Or buyer's remorse. I'm also the queen of that.
But listen, I don't even really hardly ever go to a store. Everything's online.
Of course.
And I can just like
Yes.
ship it back.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, I'm trying to look, I got so little going for me. Colors I cannot control. So if I can find colors that work compared to fit or whatever, I can do that. But anyway, yeah, Jackson's got this like he wore pink really well and black.
Yeah, it's a boy thing, I
I
think.
think so, but I do love that
Thank
shirt.
you. Yes, my biggie.
Biggie. Did you like Biggie and Tupac?
I did.
Me too.
Yeah, I never like got
I was not really. So I like Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
same.
And I'm like, I mean, I'm not in a gang. I'm not beefing with either of them. Can I like both of them? And I've had some people,
Nothing to
I know.
me.
And some people are like, you can't like them both. And I'm like, well, guess what? Guess who
Listen,
does?
when the OG rivals were going, I didn't pick a side then.
Right.
But
Loved them equally.
yeah, I don't know. I'm not.
Mm-hmm. I know, me neither.
I just like music.
I do too, with a good beat.
Mm.
Let the beat drop. And I like TV lately. You
Oh,
been watching anything good?
I actually have. What have you been watching?
So, a lot. I started literally last night watching Gilmore Girls. I'm obsessed. Wait, no.
Gossip Girl.
Gossip Girl.
Yes.
Why can't I remember the name of it?
I was like, I think you already started watching that.
Yeah. What is it? Gossip Girl.
Yeah,
And I love it.
I know. I actually just I rewatched it.
Yes.
Like when we started talking about it,
Yeah.
like I rewatched it like start to finish.
Loving it so far. And I'm only on like the second ep. And I also watched the Gabby Petito thing on
I
Netflix.
did not.
Oh, it is heartbreaking.
Mm.
It is good for awareness
Mhm.
and education and to kind of honor what she went through, but
Mhm.
it pissed me off so bad. Just
Yeah. On Peacock, there's only 2 episodes out so
Mhm.
far, but it's called the Grosse Point Garden Society.
Okay.
And it's about this little garden club, but it's like the Breakfast Club, but like adults.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's also murder mixed in and
A little bit of
like
everything.
drama. There's like affairs. Yeah, it's got a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So that's on
The
Peacock.
Grosse Point
Hmm.
Murder
Gardens,
Club
yeah, Garden Society or Garden Club or
Society.
whatever.
Society. We should call our podcast a society. I feel like it's way too high class for us.
I saw a notebook that said, "Do you know how depressed I was when I realized that this is my circus and these are my monkeys?"
Well,
I
yeah.
just started giggling.
Yeah, I saw something we need
What?
because we have both discussed. I like people, but I reach a limit. You reach a limit before me. It's a pin that you wear and it tells people where your social battery is. And like I could see me in a conversation just be like, yeah, we need
All
that.
the way down.
All the way down, all the way down, like red, like get away.
Well, you had mentioned that the
Yeah.
documentary was just instant angry.
Mm-hmm.
What made me instantly angry
Mm-hmm.
this week, and it's only Tuesday,
Mm-hmm.
is seeing Casey Anthony is on TikTok,
I heard that.
and she's got like 40,000 followers. Like, who is following a baby killer?
Right, I saw that. And then I saw,
I'm furious.
yeah, I saw somebody had a screenshot of her tattoo, trying to figure out what it was. I don't know if it ever was. Like, do we feed into it and follow her?
I'm not following her.
No,
No,
but I want to know the drama.
people keep like screenshotting her stuff.
Yeah.
But she had said, I'm not even going to her page. I'm not even giving her
No.
reviews. Like, I am so livid that this woman comes on here
Mm-hmm.
saying that she's reintroducing herself to the world and she's going to be giving legal tips because she's been in the law industry. Who's going to take advice from
Oh
her?
my gosh,
Okay.
idiots.
And that this is a platform that she can speak for her daughter. Kiss my mother flippin' flip.
She should not ever be able to say the words daughter.
She shouldn't be
should be-
allowed like a platform for anything.
No.
She needs to crawl back under the rock she came out of
Mm-hmm.
and never come out of it again.
Again,
Ever.
ever. Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry, like that like was my rant for few minutes.
That's
I'll
okay.
go into another one
You're
later.
allowed. Yeah. Part one.
Yes.
Yeah, she's something. She needs to just go away and just the whole. How did I not know something was off with her from the beginning? You know, like, okay, so when she was taking them on the tour of Universal, when she worked there, like, come on.
Well, all the stuff that I watched, so they knew she was
Yeah.
like they were like on the ride for the ride to see how far she was
I
going to take it.
guess, yeah, but it's just like,
Oh,
tell all the details about the baby.
I was so mad.
I know.
Sorry.
No, I get it.
It like infuriated me.
Yeah, I said it with you. There's been some Madeline McCann stuff everywhere too. I've
Oh,
seen.
I've not seen anything.
I haven't watched any, but I've seen some because you watch all these other terrible, terrible murder shows, you might like this one
Yeah.
or Disappearance. So it's somewhere out
I
there.
have not been able to watch documentaries lately. I don't know why. Like,
I watched the Gabby one, and that's really all the only one I've watched lately. They're not. I'm not keeping my interest there. I've not been able to find anything that's like given me a
mm-mm,
excited to watch it kind of thing.
no. I sent you the screenshot of the Drake and Kendrick. I didn't even
Yes.
know that there was a documentary out about their rivalry or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
their feud. But I just can't. Like, I just go right past the documentaries. I don't know
Yeah.
what is wrong with me lately.
Well, I think we're just in a phase where we need to be entertained.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm glad I found Gossip Girl. That's the right one. It's a brand new show.
Isn't it awesome?
It is so. Yeah, you said you liked Blair.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You like her, like in
I
future seasons.
I I I don't dislike her now, but right now I like Serena more.
Mm-mm.
Okay. It could change.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, speaking of Blake,
Yeah.
did you see she just hired a former CIA agent to help with her PR crisis right now? Now she went at the other
But
dude.
yeah, the guy from the movie.
Yeah.
Totally forgot his name. You want
Yeah.
me to look it up? Justin
Bellini,
Bogoni.
Bugoni.
Baloney. Don't know.
Justin B.
Yeah.
So she went at him because he hired Johnny Depp's PR person when this all started over the
Okay.
summer. And she's like, this just proves he's guilty. She went in on him because he hired a PR person. And now she hires this ex-CIA dude,
Mm-hmm.
Nick Shapiro. He is the ex-deputy.
I've heard his name.
Yes, he's now working with Blake. He is more of a political PR crisis person. So this is really weird that it's an
Yes.
entertainment
Yes.
situation. I'm thinking maybe the CIA, like the tactics and the manipulation and the way that they can
Yeah.
approach things from a CIA standpoint.
I guess.
So
Clip it.
videos that mention Blake on TikTok have been muted a
Ooh.
lot. If it's going in on her, people have been seeing that their videos are getting muted or they're losing views.
So what was Shapiro's role before?
So I do have a list of things that
Okay.
he's worked on. He has been known to lie and manipulate the public. So
What?
CIA.
Yeah.
Some of the things he has worked on: Obama administration response to the H1N1 pandemic, Sandy Hook Elementary
Situation.
situation, Gulf oil spill, Boston Marathon bombing, Japan earthquake, cyber attacks, data breaches, and the natural disasters, earthquakes, flooding, hurricanes, all that for the government.
Okay. Okay.
So the connection to where this falls in under that, the only thing I can think of is the manipulation, the CIA
Mm-hmm.
tactics to use
Mm-hmm.
during litigation, because now the judge has required both parties to submit everything, all text messages,
Wow.
voicemails, everything. He wants all of
Wow.
it.
Yeah, that seems, I don't want to say overkill, but just like a big reach. Big, I don't know, something. It's not, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm missing something
it's
here.
weird.
It is very weird. I don't know.
Weird.
I got nothing. I'm missing the connection on why that would be your go-to.
Yeah,
But like you
digress.
said,
We'll find out, I
well,
guess.
we'll find out. We will find out. Might even find out by the time this app drops.
Yeah. So, anything else been going on with you? How you been
No,
feeling
I'm
with
okay.
your journey?
With my journey, I'm okay. It takes a little bit of time to actually see results, which, I want instant results. But I'm physically feeling better, so that's good. It's just getting to the point where the medicine's actually doing what it's supposed to.
Yeah,
Thank you for asking. I'm doing okay.
yeah.
I will get there somehow. We're leaving tomorrow during the rain, apparently. It's my nephew's wedding that I've been talking about. It's this weekend.
Cool.
So we're going to Hilton Head,
Nice.
and they're getting married in Bluffton, South Carolina down there. So I am excited for all of the things. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Hmm.
I'm crossing my fingers. It's going to be a lot of fun. No, it'll be
No
good.
drama.
No drama. No drama.
But if
It'll
there
be
is,
good.
record it. No.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm gonna take my little mics just in case.
Hide, hide 'em in
Yeah,
the cake.
hide them in the cake, hide them at the little tables,
Yeah.
whatever. It is gonna be a very elaborate
Full on.
affair,
Yeah.
full on thing, formal, like, yeah. I am excited for it. and they are just the sweetest couple, Brooke and Jordan, and they've been together for many years. So I am happy for them, excited for them, and a little bit jealous that they're going on vacation next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Their honeymoon. I've just been kind of trying to get all that together in my head because when you travel with your family, Brian will pack his stuff, but I have to make sure.
It's packed.
Yes. Or he'll take like one t-shirt, three pairs of shorts, and three and a half socks. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then Jackson will do his best, but same thing. But with it being the formal events, you got to take the shoes and the undergarments for the ladies, dresses and stuff, all the things.
Yeah.
So my mind's just already on trying to get all that in order.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I'll have some good stories to tell you
Yes.
next week. But I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
That's all I've really had, just been kind of trying to lock into that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, did you hear about the lady that locked her boyfriend in the storage unit?
No, on purpose?
He was stuck in there for 4 days.
Uh-huh.
But he had his cell phone. This is what I don't understand. Okay, so this is from ABC News, right? And she's arrested and in jail right now for attempted murder.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to read you what was on the ABC News channel website.
Okay.
It says a North Carolina woman is charged with attempted murder after allegedly locking her boyfriend in a storage unit where he was stuck for several days with no food or water before being rescued by police. Robin Deaton, 52 of Matthews, was arrested. I know it's close. I know. Of Matthews was arrested on attempted murder and kidnapping charges. The Monroe Police Department said that she was booked into jail early Thursday after a manhunt by police. Do you know her?
I used to live in
I
Monroe.
know, but you know the lady?
No, but
Okay.
I mean, I might. I don't know if that's her married name. I don't know.
The boyfriend, Gary, is saying that all charges should be dropped and it was all a misunderstanding. She did not lure me into the back of the unit or nothing. All this is just a bunch of bull crap. Oxidine said, I guess it's his last name.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get their stuff right. It's just a bunch of bogus charges. I mean, she shouldn't be up there charged with attempted murder and attempted kidnapping. He told WSOC that the course of events did start the way police claimed. Oxidine said he and Deaton were at the Cooper storage unit in Monroe on February 20th. He said that at some point Deaton left to go get food for the couple, and while she was gone, he fell asleep in the unit. When she got back, she yelled, but he didn't hear her because he was asleep. And she left, locked the unit, assuming he was no longer there because he fell asleep in the back of the unit somewhere. How big is the unit? Because I mean, any storage
I mean,
unit,
I thought like 10 by 10 or 10 by
like,
like,
I mean, you would think,
right.
I don't know.
Hello. Look around.
She thought I had gone with an ex-girlfriend, so this is where the drama comes in.
Okay.
That's what it all boils down to, and I hadn't. She said that she came the next day, but I sleep hard and I fell asleep and I had been up working for a couple of days. So he said that she came back and he still slept through her "Where are yous?" Oxidine said that he called him,
Slept or passed out from lack of nutrition.
or was he on something?
Read that too. No.
Oxidine said he called emergency services instead of the. Okay, so he had a cell phone, right?
Uh-huh.
He was in there for 4 days and he didn't call until day 4. He didn't call anybody else.
Yeah, I got.
Okay, so he said that he had no service in the unit and that was the only call that would go through.
Lies.
But why wait 4 days
No
if you
idea.
had your cell phone?
So I did a quick search on the Book of Face to see because I do know some Oxidines. And like I said, I lived in Monroe, didn't grow up far from there. I don't know him
But
or her.
she's got some filters or
Oh
something
yeah,
going
because
on.
I saw that.
Yeah. And him too.
Yeah. I think, well, that was 2018.
Yeah. But here's what the detectives say, right?
Okay.
Okay, so they reached out to the police for a statement. Detectives have followed the facts of the case, corroborating evidence to support charging Deaton with kidnapping and attempted murder. Charges have been filed and the case has been turned over to Union County District Attorney. Now they said that she got pissed off and basically like slammed the door shut and locked him in there. That's what he told the police when
Okay.
they got there.
Okay.
And he's saying, no, 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 that's not what happened. She went to go get food and I fell asleep for 2 days. Right? Like, so
oh my gosh.
Oxidine's now saying that he went to try to get her released on Thursday morning. If they want to trade me for her, I'll go in there and sit. Just whatever. She needs to get out. She's got 2 kids. I mean, it's just a bunch of bull crap.
He's like, I'll just go in there and take another big nap. I'll be fine. My gosh, how did he like you? I thought you could only go 3 days without water.
But he had a phone.
Yeah, I know. But moving past that, maybe, maybe he door dashed himself with his phone, food,
But
and
how did he
water.
get out? How did the food get
They
inside?
put it under the thing.
It was like liquid.
Hmm. And they put it under the door in the little
It was a
vent.
tortilla.
Yeah, yeah. Yep, that's maybe that's what.
I'm picturing the tortilla from like Mr. Potato Head in Toy Story
Yes, that
3.
flattens
Yeah.
out and goes, "Ooh," absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, there's
There's a lot of questions
a
there.
lot.
I need answers. I
She
need
might be, they might be listeners. I'm just saying, that's not even an hour away.
I am like I need more info. Somebody give me more info.
Robin and Gary,
Like the real info.
we want to know all the things.
And why was there a question of the ex-girlfriend?
Right, where'd she come from? Like, why was that all of a sudden? I thought you were, and Robin, we've all been there. We know you're really pissed.
So the first time I heard this, right? I heard this on I don't know whatever TikTok or something.
Mm-hmm.
That, like the day it happened, the day
Mm-hmm.
they found him, where he called into the police, and
Mm-hmm.
my first thought was like, well, what did he do?
Yes, that's what I like. We know, girl, we know he did something. Did he mention the ex?
And you know that they're gonna try to get the least amount of women on that jury.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, not guilty.
Yeah. I volunteer. I'll be on the jury.
Drop all charges.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So I'm just saying,
That's a crazy story.
right? I want to know so many details.
And did his phone not die?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how? Like, he had a phone in there to call police on day 4.
But mine wouldn't make it one day.
Mine either, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
maybe he's got an Android.
Maybe. Maybe.
But you had a phone this whole time.
But the only call that would go through.
Was 911. And you had it this whole time. Come on.
He had to have been on something.
I'm saying. Maybe like he oh, just making up stories now.
That's what we do.
Totally alleged.
Yeah.
Do not hold me to this. But maybe he was on something and attacked her and she like
Oh, yeah, maybe.
self-defense, Robin. Here's your
Yeah. There you go.
your reasonable doubt. I got you, girl.
You know, we should give out legal advice. No, I'm just kidding. No. Nobody ask us for any kind of legal or medical.
Oh,
I mean, okay. What's the most used medical advice you give Dylan? Like put ice on it?
suck it up, buttercup.
Well, that too. Rub some dirt in it. Yeah.
Some ibuprofen.
Yeah. That's me. That's me.
Drink some water.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
Well, he's like, Mom, like I've been having like a real bad headache sometimes if I'm working out.
Hmm.
Are you drinking water?
Yeah.
And he's like, not really. And I'm like, drink water.
Yeah.
It's probably dehydration.
Right. That's great advice. This is what I'm saying.
And he drank water, and I haven't heard a complaint yet.
I mean, you could be a doctor.
I should.
I also tell Jackson to stretch a lot. Like, make sure you stretch.
Yeah.
Like, stretch out. I don't know why we are sitting here doing this when we could be. Because this is fun. That's why we're here doing this. You're drinking water so you don't get a headache now, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Well, I've got our Doge updates.
Oh, God. There's been so much going on lately.
I know.
I'm ready.
Okay. 120,000 to find out why prisoners want to get out of jail. A better like use of that money would be to find out why some prisoners want to stay in jail.
I think we could probably figure that answer out too.
All right, 700,000 to find out the exact phrase Neil Armstrong said when he walked on the moon. Was it one small step for man or was it one small step for a man? And they never actually figured it out.
Well, how are you going to figure it out?
So that's $700,000 that went to that. And they had no resolution to it. Wasn't it recorded? Like wasn't it televised?
It was.
So
But
why can't they figure it out?
I don't even want to go down this because Brian says that we haven't even walked on the moon.
I heard that as well. And now I heard that there's somebody up there now and they're gonna collect moon rocks or something. I don't know. $103,000 to find out if sunfish get more aggressive if you give them gin or tequila.
I got nothing. Like
Which do you think would be? I think tequila would make them more aggressive.
oh yeah, gin's just like gonna chill them out.
Yeah.
That's when they go to the, well, either gin and juice, or that's when they're at the speakeasy.
Yeah.
They might have some gin.
I heard there's a speakeasy in Charlotte.
There it is.
I know.
Speaking of things in Charlotte, should I apply for that job?
I am not kidding. Like, I think you would be freaking awesome.
I I might do it. I might do it.
I think you would be an awesome queen.
Well, thanks.
So what we're talking about, I had tagged, so the girl that runs that business, her
Hmm.
mom lives in my neighborhood,
Okay.
and her mom had shared the job opportunity.
Okay.
So she does tours, like bus tours
Hmm.
that are themed, and this one's themed on Bridgerton, and my immediate first thought was Meredith.
I think I could pull it off.
I think so too, and you get to write the script with them of yeah, of the
Of the
tour.
different landmarks
Yeah,
of the.
so I tagged Meredith in this
Hmm.
posting because I'm like, dude, this is like your calling.
This is it. This is what I've been practicing all these terrible accents for.
So it's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday gig
Yeah.
for the tours.
Yeah.
And but I think it would be so much fun. Those tours are 2 hours long.
Hmm.
But even just to go on the tour itself, I think it would be cool.
Oh yeah.
And then I told you that I could do the wait staff because you get to test the food.
Yeah.
Because they want you to be able to tell the people what the
All
food
the
tastes
things.
like.
We totally should.
And like, the wait staff would have to be knowledgeable about like allergies, and I'm very well versed in food allergies.
Right up your alley too.
So I just thought it would be such a cool thing for you.
Well, I
And
come
you
in.
get to wear the queen dress,
See,
and they give you a crown.
I could bring my
Girl,
own.
it is your
See,
calling.
well, when you first tagged me in it, I was like, well, I don't know if I could be queen, but I think you would be a good queen
I don't think I would be a good queen.
because I feel like you could look very haughty, very, yeah, very elegant, very mindful, very demure.
I am none of those things.
Same. So how are we
I
supposed to be
am,
a queen?
I am a hot mess. And
Choo choo.
my accents are not it. Like I can't do an accent.
Oh, okay.
That's your forte.
I'll put in my application.
I,
What kind of apple? What are my references?
and then, I don't know, but we can ask Chat GPT.
Okay, yeah.
I watch a lot of Bridgerton.
Yes. I watch a lot of Bridgerton.
You can send in a voice right away.
That's a good idea of reading the script.
We can write a script for you.
Uh-huh.
And it says if you're snarky, it's even better.
I mean, I would need your help with that.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm not super quick. Okay, okay. I can dress up and be the person.
Like,
Earpiece.
yeah.
Yes. And I will use the accent. But yeah, I need you to give me some snark. As you're being the wait staff.
Yeah.
So as you're serving these people, you say something about the wanka.
I'd be like, listen, bro.
Right. Well, there was a lady that commented on it, like, Meredith, I'll put in a good word. That's one of the ladies that I dog sit for.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
not sure the connection there, but I was like, the Lord wants me to do this.
I am saying if there was ever a sign for you to be a
That was
queen,
it. Okay, I'll think about it.
seriously, I think it'd be a fun thing
I
to
do
do.
too. I mean, what else do I have to do on Friday and Saturday?
Like acting.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to interrupt your.
No,
Okay.
I'm
That was way more important than the Doge update.
listen. I saw it and it was like
Light bulb.
it was 100%, and I wasn't the only one that thought it. So
Okay, we'll see. I'll let you
okay,
guys know.
back to the
Yeah,
Doge.
sorry.
Okay, so we just got done with the sunfish. Are they
Mhm.
becoming alcoholics? 1.4 million in contracts to physically observe mailing and clerical operations in the Department of Education. So they're just observing. They're just sitting there chilling, watching people work. Yeah. Department of Education, 3 million to create a report to show that prior reports were not utilized in the school system. So Brandon would always laugh about this, right? In corporate is we have meetings
About
have
meetings.
to eliminate meetings.
Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And sometimes my schedule is so insanely crazy with meetings that it's like, well, I'll throw you on a CC. Come as you can. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't get my work done because I'm attending these meetings. So I've just started not going to a lot of them.
4.6 million in the Department of Education to coordinate Zoom and in-person meetings. $4.6 million. Yeah. 43, I mean, our teachers get paid nothing.
Right.
But
Right.
We have
Well, okay, so my question is, what is that money being? So is that the salary of people that are coordinating or right? I know we don't know, but it's just like,
it went in somebody's pocket.
oh yeah, I know. I forgot
Um,
that. I forgot that's really what's going on.
43 million on a gas station in Afghanistan that had no customers.
This is ridiculous.
$20,600 for a drag show in Ecuador. $446,700 to promote atheism in Nepal, and 1.7 million for a retirement study in China.
I've got nothing.
I got nothing either. But
There we are. Um, so I don't know if this has been put into effect or not, but supposedly President Trump was going to sign an executive order to make English the primary language. Did you hear that?
I thought it was.
It, it is not. I remember learning in school that it's not.
What is it?
We don't have one.
Oh,
But I saw this post that was really funny is that, 46% of you guys don't know the difference in there, and there.
it is stupid that we have all these words that are the same words spelled a bunch of
hmm
different ways.
Yeah. Or
But
the same, or different words spelled the same way.
yeah,
Like red and red.
yeah,
And Polish and polish.
yeah.
I could go on and on, but I'll stop.
And I'm not horrible at language arts.
hmm
It was like my better
Right.
school
Right.
subject.
Right.
But with Dylan having dyslexia,
Oh yeah.
it was a trip realizing how
Yeah.
absurd some of this stuff is. So, yeah, our English language is weird.
It is very weird.
Okay, and I said I can't. I said I can't learn a second language, and
hmm
like my brain just doesn't absorb it. And I did download the Babbel app because there was a lifetime membership
Oh,
for like $125 or
okay.
something. And so
Okay.
I was like, well, I'm just gonna download it. So it's great. And I got through like the first lesson, but I keep having to go back because I'm afraid that I'm not like once we move on, I'm not gonna forget the first lesson. So I'm like, I've been on the first lesson forever and I've already finished it, but I'm like, I'm gonna forget it. And then it's just like this vicious cycle. And
How long did it take you to do one lesson?
not long. I
I
mean,
mean, like an hour or 2 days?
no, I just have it set for like 10 minutes a day or like
Okay.
15 minutes a day or whatever it is. So I can finish.
Are you doing Spanish or what language Spanish?
Yeah. And
Okay.
then if I don't do it for like a day or two, I forget it all.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was gonna say, like, you need to set yourself a time, a reminder in your calendar,
I know.
block your time, and do like 10 minutes, and then you can do maybe like a recap,
Yeah,
and keep building on it.
I know. It's just, I have such a bad memory.
That's neat though. I've always wanted to try Bible. A lifetime for 125 is good.
Yeah, because like just for the annual thing, it was like 80 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
And it's got, I don't know, like 15 or 20 different
Yeah.
languages. Not that I can't even get the second
Yeah.
language
Right.
down.
No, we're still stuck on the second.
I struggle.
So Jackson is doing Spanish right now.
Okay.
He did Spanish in middle school, but I mean, it was middle school Spanish. Don't get me wrong, it was just
Yeah.
whatever. So he seems to be doing well. His grades fine. So we were watching a movie the other night called McFarland USA,
hmm
and it takes place in California with a lot of Hispanic people. And Jackson was like, "I can translate for you," and I was like, "Okay, babe." And the coach's name was Coach White, and they were calling him Blanco, and he was like, "That means white." I was like, "I got it." Like I read the crayons,
Queso
babe.
Blanco.
Right, right,
We know that one.
right. We got that one. We got that one.
Well, yeah, it's I don't know. It's going very slow,
Yeah.
but
Well, I think you don't have enough confidence in yourself.
they go so slow. I think like Spanish people speak really fast because
They
that's
do.
their language and they can understand each other. I'm gonna have to be like slow. I need to learn the word for slow.
Opposite of andale.
No on delay.
No andale.
I actually caught Nicole Eaton on a live today with another person on Instagram,
hmm
and she had said that she's very type B. If it's not in front of her,
hmm
it's like out of sight, out of mind, and
hmm
you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I don't have it, and I do like a paper, like something
Uh-huh.
to write on. I'm
hmm
not like the electronic
Right.
calendars and stuff just
Yeah.
don't work for me.
Yeah.
So she said that she's been doing a bullet journal, and I was
hmm
like, well, that's a good idea. So today I pulled out one of my notebooks,
Yeah.
and so we have like the monthly, so I can check off a box for every day, and then a
Okay.
daily one.
Nice.
So we will see how that works out,
Okay.
if it keeps me on track.
Oh, you're just throwing confetti over
I
here.
celebrating myself.
I like both. I can do a paper or like having it on my phone, you've already got it with you, right? Like that's the plus side. As long as I can check things off though. Like as long as I can. But I did download a new app called Structured and it's supposed to help me remember to do my tasks like to drink water, to take my medicine, to drink water, to do my moisturizer, all that kind of stuff that's not important, but it needs to be done. And I need to change the reminders because I'm not getting any reminders. So I get to the end of the day and it's like, okay, it's time to wind down. And I'm like, "This is not anything." So I need to make it so I get my alerts.
You have
So
like notifications off or
yeah, I
something.
must. Which is so on brand for me. Like all my notifications are off. All my ringers are always off. Like
Well, it's because you're always on Do Not Disturb,
always,
and that
100%.
it won't give you your notifications.
That's on purpose. Well, but I do have some of my people that can get to me anytime. You're in my people that can get to me anytime. You made the cut.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I love
Mm-hmm.
you.
Don't abuse it. I'll take you right off of the list.
Okay.
No, but so Jackson,
Yeah.
my close people can get to me. Everybody else, you'll just have to wait
Until I look.
until I decide to look. But yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Whoops.
Yep. Well, I can't wait to hear how that goes though.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, it's today day one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't marked anything up yet.
Oh dear.
I just made it like an hour before you got here,
Okay.
so that's why.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll see how tomorrow goes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
Okay. You ready for Am I the A-hole?
I am. All right. Steph, what have you given me? Am I the a-hole for thinking I was great in bed until my wife admitted she's been faking it? So, this one hurts. I, 34-year-old male, have been with my wife, 32 female, for 8 years, married for 5.
Can I just stop you right here?
Yeah.
She just didn't want to be mean.
I
And
guess.
like, but then she got like so caught up in it that she couldn't
Yeah.
say anything.
And homie, she might have been trying to tell you and you just weren't picking up what she was putting down. Okay. I always thought our sex life was solid. She seemed into it. I put in effort, and honestly, I thought I was pretty good in bed. Then last week we were having a deep conversation about our relationship. Oh, don't have those. There's your solution.
There's where you went wrong.
There's where you went wrong. We were just talking about things we could improve, and out of nowhere, she drops.
What did he say before this?
I should probably tell you I've never actually had an O with you. I laughed because I legit thought she was joking and she wasn't. Turns out she's been faking it our entire relationship. 8 beeping years. I was stunned. I asked why she never told me, and she said I didn't want to hurt your feelings and that it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. I've been walking around thinking I was a sex god. Well, that's your own fault. While she was out here giving Oscar-worthy performances. I was gonna ask, maybe she should be Queen Charlotte if she's that good to convince him for 8 years, 5 years, 8 years.
I don't think it takes much convincing for
True.
a guy to believe it.
He's a sex god.
Mm.
Okay, I won't lie. I felt like a complete idiot. I told her I would have rather known sooner so we could, fix it. But now I just feel embarrassed, frustrated, and kind of betrayed. I get she didn't want to make me feel bad, but I also feel like she took away my chance to actually learn and improve. Dude, you're 34. You got some time left, bud. Like, was I that bad that she thought I wasn't even worth it? So, am I the a-hole for being upset, or am I overreacting to something that apparently doesn't matter?
Okay, so many questions
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
What was the response? Was he the a-hole?
Not.
Okay. I don't think he's an a-hole for being upset. I think that I want to know what he was telling her she could improve on before she threw this out.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a great point.
I want to know what was said that like this came out.
Right. Because
'Cause that's
she's
like
been holding that in for a long time.
That yeah, I am.
There had to have been something laid down that she was like,
Yeah. That's
let
what
me
I'm
trump
picturing.
that. Yeah, you're probably right. You're
And
probably
that
right.
ended the conversation.
Yeah.
Beep. She won.
Yeah. Might literally be the end. I mean, she probably just started like, oh, well, it's just one time. Like, it's the first time he's nervous, whatever. Maybe it'll get better. I don't know. Don't come for us for sex advice either, apparently.
Okay, so I've got so many questions for both of them.
Yeah.
I want I don't want like details, but I need more than what
He
they.
thought he was a sex god, Steph.
That right there tells me pretty much everything I need to
I
know.
think he's a big douchebag.
Yeah, it sounds like it. And I again, what
Uh-huh.
was said right before this,
Yeah.
because I feel like he probably said something really, really dumb right before this. I understand why he's upset, and it's probably very embarrassing for a man to hear that.
Yeah.
Are they talking about just the actual act, or what is it like everything? Like he has never
Yeah.
brought her there
Ever.
ever with anything.
Right.
Like, does he not warm up the engine before
Just
they
start
go
sticking the keys in.
they go for the ride?
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't really give many details.
I feel like this was like her,
Gotcha, almost.
not a gotcha, but okay, so after 8 years,
Hmm.
like things can
Yeah.
like that's like almost, that's like a kind of the time where everything's kind of going stagnant a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know,
But
that's
it had never happened.
yeah.
It's not like it always had happened and then it stopped.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying if everything else is kind of like slowing down, they're kind of getting into this like stagnant
Mm-hmm.
area of their
Mm-hmm.
relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, you at least you got to.
Yeah. Take the car for the ride and have fun in the ride.
I didn't even get there. Like,
Right.
again, was it an aggressive conversation, or was it like a truly heart to heart? Like, I don't see a dude having like this heart to heart about this.
No. Okay. They were, this is what happened. You're right. They were arguing about something else. Probably something totally, or not even arguing, but like we need to sit down and have a talk about our finances or whatever.
You haven't done the dishes,
Yeah.
is what I'm
We,
seeing. Like
we need to
it's
talk
like a
about,
petty. Like he was like
yes.
loading like his
Like
petty.
why, yeah, we need to figure out, and he probably tried to say it like we need to figure out why we aren't.
I don't see a dude doing that at all.
Brian does it.
Does he?
Yeah, he'll be like, really need to do better. I'm like, who is we? Go ahead and say it. And it usually stops right there. But yeah, like I could see, and then I would flip, and then I would be like, you know what?
Yeah.
Guess what?
Mofo.
Right.
She took off the gloves.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to play it like he's this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't believe what he's putting out there.
I don't think he's the a-hole, but I think he's the douche canoe. And I don't think she is either. I think she was just,
She was trying to protect him, protect his
yeah,
feelings, and she really loved him and was like, okay, well, I can handle that myself. Like that's not
right,
like my whole,
right,
you know,
right.
reason I'm with him.
Well, and women don't always need that. Not all women, but you know what I mean. Like,
It's not our
it's
top priority.
right. It's
Right.
the emotional and the intimacy
So
itself.
if they're losing that, I can see her being like, yo,
Yeah.
this ain't working. A B C D E F G
Yeah.
all the way to O is not working.
Yeah. They need some therapy.
Not the a-hole, but I think that there's more to that than
Yeah.
he's
Meets the
letting
eye.
on.
Yeah. You want to talk to our bookies?
Yeah, so if you're not a bookie, peace out.
Bye. Go learn how to read.
Still leave us a review.
Well, they can't because they don't know how to read.
Yes, they know how to read, they just don't want to. It's a choice. They're making a choice.
Okay. I won't take your choices away.
I love you anyway.
Yes, we do.
All right, so for our book readers,
Yes.
we decided we didn't like the book this week.
And life's too short for bad books.
Yes,
So
it
we
is.
left it.
So we did not read the book we were supposed to read.
Nope.
We started to.
It was The Good Girl, I think.
Yes.
Both tried it. Both failed miserably
Yeah.
at getting through it.
When we listened to it,
Mm-hmm.
and I couldn't get past the different accents and
Yeah.
the slowness of the book.
There was nothing about it that kept me. Everything was telling me to
It's so
leave.
slow.
Yeah. So if you read it, yay, hope you liked it.
Good for you.
Yeah. But if you didn't,
You're
send
with
us some,
us.
yeah, and send us some other book recommendations on what you might have been reading. Because we do want to talk about some things that we have been reading a little bit.
Yes.
You want to start? You want me to start?
You can start.
Okay, so I have recently discovered an author named Holly Jackson.
Okay. I did read that.
The Good Girl's
Yes.
Guide to Murder.
Uh-huh.
And I'd been seeing this book, and it's got a picture of a young teenager on it, and I was like,
Because
I
it's
don't-
a Netflix series.
yes,
Yeah.
and I was like, ugh, that just doesn't look like whatever. But it kept coming up. So I was like, I'll give it a go. Loved it.
Hmm.
Loved it. Loved. So it is teenagery. I can read the blurb. But so I've read a couple by her, including some in this series and then one outside the series. One outside the series that I really liked was the reappearance of Rachel Pierce.
I thought, yeah, that was good.
That is very good. Lots of twists and turns. And all of these seem to have lots of, different paths, different twists that unexpected. So should I read the blurb or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is for A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is the first book in the series. Pretty unpopular high school senior Andy Bell was murdered by her boyfriend, Sal Singh, who then killed himself. It was all anyone could talk about, and 5 years later, Pip sees how the tragedy still haunts her town. But you can't shake the feeling that there was more to what happened that day. She knew Sal when she was a child, and he was always so kind to her. How could he have possibly have been a killer? Now a senior herself, Pip decides to re-examine the closed case for her final project, at first just to cast doubt on the original investigation. But soon she discovers a trail of dark secrets that might actually prove Sal's innocent, and the line between past and present begins to blur. Someone in Fairview doesn't want Pip digging around for answers, and now her own life might be in danger. And then the next one in the series is called Good Girl, Bad Blood, and I've just started that one now. So if you're looking for something easy read,
YA.
yeah, definitely young adult, but still murdery, but still some. It had a lot of the qualities that we enjoy with the twists, the YA, and murder. Um, but still an easy read. Definitely check out Holly Jackson. She's got several books that fit that criteria.
Yeah, I do enjoy her books.
Yep. So what you got?
I read Where the Darkness Goes by Kirsten Modglin.
Mm-hmm. I
And
like her.
I do too. I've read other books of hers and enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
So this one is thriller slash romance.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was awesome. The twist at the end did not see coming.
Nice.
All right. Tessa Becker has several reasons to never return to her hometown. She will have to face the man who shattered her heart. She's terrified to confront her ailing mother's condition. That is where the murders happened. Tessa Becker must return home for one reason and one reason alone. Someone else is dead, and it's time to finally learn the truth. Ever since the first murder, Tessa, once charming and safe hometown, has been infected with suspicion and fear. Back then, accusations were made in whispers, but without proof, the killer still walks free. And now it's possible they've struck again. If things weren't complicated enough, Tessa finds herself forced to stay with a man she had hoped to avoid. Years ago, Garrett Campbell held her heart until he crushed it. Now he's a stranger, and he's also her brother's best friend. In an all too familiar place filled with secrets and devastating loss, surrounded by people with memories she'd rather forget, Tessa will have to discover the truth about what happened back then and the threat it poses to the town and the ones she loves most before it's too late.
It was good.
It was good.
What would you give it?
I would give it probably like an 8.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought it was a great book. I thought the characters were awesome.
Yeah.
Again, did not see the twist coming at the end.
That's always so much fun.
Yeah.
When you don't have any idea how it's gonna happen.
And it wasn't slow. There was no lag in the book.
Yeah.
It continued to go. So I thought it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Add that one to my list.
Yeah.
Now we do have a book for next week.
Yes.
Okay.
The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager. And I have read books by this author before, and I enjoyed most of them. There was like one or two that I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But I have read this book before as well. So I
have too, but it's been a while, so.
Yeah. All right. So the blurb. Casey Fletcher, a recently widowed actress trying to escape a streak of bad press, has retreated to the peace and quiet of her family's lake house in Vermont. Armed with a pair of binoculars and several bottles of liquor, she passes the time watching Tom and Catherine Royce, the glamorous couple who live in the house across the lake. They make for good viewing. A tech innovator, Tom, is rich, and a former model, Catherine, is gorgeous. One day on the lake, Casey saves Catherine from drowning, and the two strike up a budding friendship. But the more they get to know each other, the longer Casey watches, it becomes clear that Catherine and Tom's marriage is not as perfect and placid as it appears. When Catherine suddenly vanishes, Casey becomes consumed with finding out what happened to her. In the process, she uncovers eerie, darker truths that turn a tale of voyeurism and suspicion into a story of guilt, obsession, and how looks can be very deceiving.
Remember this one just after you read that, and I enjoyed it. So
I did too.
I'm excited to read it again. Once you read it the second time,
You catch the,
yeah,
yeah.
nuances that you
Hmm.
don't the first time.
So that will be next week.
Okay,
And I think that's it.
I think so too.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Please leave us a review, subscribe, do all the things, and we will talk to you next week.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.